So hi guys and welcome back to my team career mode 2.0 season 2 and race 4. And guys, if you haven't watched last video, go and check it out because it was a little bit crazy. We chose Jack Crawford as our driver and we, well, with a very worn engine, tried to defend against many big drivers and we almost defended for whole 32 laps. It was an amazing race. We did some good work there. So I think we scored big points there in P8. Obviously I let Yuki Tsunoda by because I knew we just did not have the pace. So Yuki Tsunoda and Jack Crawford, both of them scoring points. First time in this career mode, both our drivers have scored points. So look at that. We had 85% worn engines. And it was still a difficult one, but we were able to do it. So let's see guys, we have something to upgrade and we haven't been on track instrumentation because this will help us to get ourselves into phase 3, so that will be helpful. So let's see, we have a weight reduction upgrade that has come in already for chassis. So look at that guys, we were 6th best car again in Imola, so it was a little difficult, but we both held our own for some points, so I think it wasn't that bad. So guys, here we have chassis 1 which failed. We have already bought that one. Obviously we are going to Spain. It will be a little difficult, but before that let's just see with 2000 resource points what can we do. And we have another tire wear upgrade that will be very helpful for us and we have already bought that. So skipping past the time, and we have failed the powertrain upgrade, which honestly guys I really wanted, but alas these things happen. So one of them upgrades have come in, the another one has failed, but the good news is the other one will also come out before the Spanish GP. So we are skipping past the time, doing all the upgrades. Obviously guys, we do not have as much resource points as I thought we had because we are not gaining the research points fast enough. So that is, I think, a little bit difficult for us because look at that, we are right now the 6th best car on the grid and we are P5 in the championship. So I really want to keep that P5 for us. So we have bought another upgrade which obviously was a fuel efficiency upgrade. So let's see if that can help us. Obviously aerodynamics, we did not do any upgrades there. So let's see again, with 1.4k resource points we are buying another minor weight reduction upgrade. So everything is done. Let's just go into the engineering and let's see what we can buy. Obviously I am trying to buy something that will help us, but I saw that we have another research expansion left for us, so we have done that and we will be choosing Yuki Tsunoda as our driver in Spanish GP.
It's a Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome along to Spain, to Barcelona, and wherever you are in the world. Do you feel the need? The need for speed?
So here we are into the qualifying for the Spanish GP. Let's see what we can do. Obviously the engines are new, but let's see what our pace says here. Obviously Carlos Sainz with 1:14.4 has done the fastest lap, obviously on a new set of tires on a track which obviously we don't know much about. And obviously this is a track guys which I am not really good. Well, I am medium on this track, so without a racing line it might create some problems for us, but I think guys we can at least score some points in this race. And obviously race to the line, let's see what we can do. Going through the final corner here, we can get something. If we can get something in P15, and we got 1:15.7. so I tried to do another lap guys, which honestly might not have been a good idea, but I thought we are right now B7 and we are just in front of Crawford. That means we need to do another lap, otherwise we will be out of Q1. So let's see what we can do, gaining half a tenth out of the second, well, out of turn 7. So 10th gained, and into the final sector we have gained 3.5 tenths on a same used set of tires. Race to the line, ERS and now DRS open. We still had a lot of ERS to use, guys, so that's why at the end we went again on a new set of tires. Obviously we are P12, so we are on the borderline. Let's see what we can do. Q1 final lap through the first 3 corners, and we are gaining, we are not stopping, and we have gained 3.5 tenths in just first 4 corners. And into turn 10, look at that, we have already gained 5 tenths, and we have a car in front of Alexander Albon who gets out of the way properly, but we have lost half a tenth there. But let's see, can we get again another wide moment for us not taking the corner properly into the last corner. 1.5 tenths gain is the only gain. We will get 2 tenths now. Race to the line. Does that mean we are knocked out? No, guys, we are through. Just a little too close, but we are through into Q2. So let's see. Obviously Jack Doohan, Pierre Gasly, both the Alpines are out. Nico Hülkenberg, Oliver Behrman and Liam Lawson in P22. So first lap on a used set of tires. Obviously, guys, 13.1 is what Lando Norris done. So guys, if we can get even 14.5 to 14.9, that should be good. But on a used set of tires, that is a pipe dream. So let's see into the final sector what we can do. Well, fighting the car a little bit there, guys. Obviously the car setup isn't perfect for us, but let's see what we can do. Still with DRS, ERS open, race to the line, and it's a 15-0. Not a bad lap at all. So I decided that we now have some confidence in us, so we are going only one time, and that is in the final time into qualifying. Obviously, guys, we have a new set of tires. Let's see what we can do. Obviously through the first 3 corners I am taking this time a little bit properly, and that's why we have gained 2.5 tenths. So into turn 10 we have Crawford and Piastri fighting with each other. Piastri gets out of the way a little bit too weirdly, but it's not his fault. So 4 tenths gain. Let's see what we can do here into the final sectors. And again guys, again wide there, but it doesn't matter now. So rounding out the last corner, 6 tenths gain for us. We are P11. That should see us through into Q3, and it has. We are P3. Well, sorry, not P3. We are into Q3, but we are in P8. And our teammate Jack Crawford, he was definitely impeded by Oscar Piastri, stayed into P14. But the thing is, guys, Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari is also out, and he was out by 4 tenths. So that's big. But that doesn't matter to us because we are into Q3 here. Let's see what we can do. We have a car behind us, but that's not our problem. So obviously on a used set of tires, because we are saving 1 set for the race. If we can use it, that will be good. So let's see. This time a little bit proper cornering, but into the final corner we have gone wide again, but that doesn't matter. Let's see, race to the line with a 15.3. Not as good of a lap there, guys. Let's see what we can do in the final lap. So we need to improve at least by a second to get any kind of performance or any kind of position here. So let's see what we can do. A very good sector of the corners we have done here. So we have gained 4.5 tenths. Let's see what we can do in the final part of sectors, but that doesn't matter right now because it's a first purple sector. That is amazing. Into turn 6, let's see, taking it easy there, pushing as much as we can out of the corner, and we have gained a second there into the final 2 corners. Obviously we gained 6 tenths after turn 6. So let's see, 1.2 seconds gain. Race to the line. What does this say for us? Should we be P6, P5? And it's P10. We gained 1.2 seconds, but we stay into P10. Obviously, look at that, guys. The performance, how close everyone is, because we were a second behind Ayrton Senna, but we were still P10. So Red Bulls again are in P1 and P2, but Carlos Sainz is the one who is going crazy with P3 in a Williams.
So many eventful races here in Barcelona over the years. Do you remember Max Verstappen's first win on debut for Red Bull here in 2016? 2 years before, we had the dramatic coming together of Hamilton and Rosberg going towards turn 4. There's always a treat in store as we head back to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and we welcome the removal of the chicane in the final sector, shortening lap times and reducing the total running to 2.9 miles and 14 turns. This was actually the original setup for the track, but it hasn't been used since 2007. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Ayrton Senna yesterday puts him on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Norris, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Hamilton, Piastri, Mayer, Tsunoda, and Charles Leclerc, Webber, Albon, Jack Crawford, and Stroll, Verstappen, Pepe Marti, Jack Doohan, and Pierre Gasly, Hülkenberg, Bortoletto, Lawson, and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Now, Ant, you always tell me you know Barcelona almost as well as you know the back of your hand. Given the amount of testing that goes on here and the amount of laps that you and all the other drivers have done, what are the challenges that are left when it comes to the race?
Well, this certainly is a favourite track when it comes to testing. And I'll tell you why that is. It's because it offers up so much variation. You've got corners that are fast, that are slow, that are long, that are short. So there's a lot to think about and a lot to work with. But T9 is one of my personal favourites because it is so challenging. Every time you get there, you think, should I lift or should I stay flat? Well, I tell you, stay flat. Commit.
Okay, mate, radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
We've got a great chance of getting another points finish in this race. Keep it clean and hopefully we can work our way up the field.
So obviously a strategy from medium to hards does not work for us because that will be a little too difficult, but I decided let's go on to the medium tires. If they work out, we can go on the set of soft tires, then we can do a 2-stop. Right now my plan is to get ourselves with a 1-stop strategy. So can we do a 1-stop strategy in the Spanish GP with 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights? And we are going for the Spanish GP here. Red Bull front row there with George Russell and Ayrton going side by side with each other. Senna has lost to Sainz. Sainz going side by side with George Russell into turn 1. We are trying to go 3 wide with the Norris. And here is Senna in P3, but George Russell and Carlos Sainz going side by side with each other. That doesn't matter to us because look at that, what an amazing start we got. We were P8, we started P9, and look at that, in just first corners we overtook Oscar Piastri and then Hamilton, and then tried to go side by side with Lando Norris and then overtook him. That's how amazing our start was. But here is Russell and Sainz going side by side into turn 4, and Sainz has taken the lead. Sainz is still, look at that, he's still trying to fight George Russell. George Russell will have to go around the outside into turn 5, but he can't do that. And here are we going through the inside of Kimi Antonelli. Look at that, another big time bomb for us, because I know that I need to get as many positions as I can at the start, because this might not be an easy track for us, because guys, our aerodynamics is really bad. So we are staying here. Obviously guys, it's crazy, but Carlos Sainz has just taken the lead in a Williams. What an amazing race going for him right now, but it's just the first lap guys. If he can stay and get himself a podium, that will be much amazing. So here we are trying to guys stay with the Ayrton Senna and George Russell, but it's not that easy, and in just one lap we have lost 1.2 seconds to George Russell and Ayrton Senna. Obviously guys, it makes sense because we started from P9 and here we are now into P4, so it makes sense guys. We are a little slow at the start of the race, but here we are, look at that guys, still staying in front of these guys. So here is Calimere. Calimere has an engine problem. Calimere from P8. She was in the train with us, but here is Calimere who has DNF'd on just lap 2. Obviously guys, much better to DNF on early part of the stage like lap 2 or anything before lap 10 than to DNF at the end of the race where only 2 or 3 laps remain. So that makes a little less, well, hurtful the DNF for Calimere, but still guys, it is hurtful for her nonetheless.
Okay, our battery charge speed is suffering, and if it gets much worse, we could be forced to retire.
Okay, that does not sound good, but here is George Russell with the help of DRS trying to overtake Carlos Sainz, and look at that, he is pushing him while still going side by side with each other, but George Russell has the pace, George Russell has the downforce, and he has overtaken Carlos Sainz, and Carlos Sainz even with the help of DRS, Ayrton Senna is not someone you can do anything about, and he has now overtaken Carlos Sainz. Obviously guys, I do not understand for the whole replay. I was getting a little bit status in turn 1. It doesn't matter how many cars were there, but it doesn't matter. I will try to fix it, but more or less we did fix it. So here taking a little bit of a break on turn 4, but here lap 4 sorry, and here is Antonelli with the help of DRS trying to overtake us, but we go around the outside after outbraking Antonelli on a soft tires. Obviously guys, soft tires is way too worse than the medium tires, so they are already worn, so Antonelli is already losing time. So that's why guys, we are taking our time, not letting Antonelli. Why? Because even with the help of DRS he can't really do anything, and we already have a change of strategy here for us. Obviously guys, it will be to pit a little bit early, and it would make sense guys because we are not having the best race, so we have to pit a lap earlier on our soft tires. And guys, as soon as I understood the tire wear I was getting on lap 4, lap 5, I knew that it has to be a 2-stop strategy. You cannot have a 1-stop strategy with those tires. So here we are at the end of lap 7. Antonelli will again mount a charge on us with the help of DRS, and look at that, both the McLarens, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri and Hamilton fighting with each other. Hamilton going side by side with Lando Norris trying to overtake him, but there was us, well, thrashing the attack, thrashing the charge ahead from Antonelli, and we have stayed into P4. Obviously we can't keep this up for the whole race, it might be a little difficult, but if we can do something we will try everything to get as many points as we can. So here lap 8, we just have 3 laps to suffer on these medium tires, because guys, let me tell you, we are suffering. I am suffering here, even with 48% tires I am suffering, and the reason is because guys, the tire wear has such a drastic change from left to right. That's why it gets a little difficult for me to control the car, and it kind of goes here and there. It does not work out straight for us. But here Antonelli again will try to overtake us, but we chops across him, and look at that guys, contact for us, and there was carbon fiber flying around here and there, and because of that chaos Antonelli has been overtaken by Lewis Hamilton, who is now into P5. But here at the end of lap 10, and here we are into the final corner, taking it easy. Obviously guys, Hamilton will try to attack us, and Lando Norris has also overtaken Antonelli there, and pit window open for us. Lap 11 is starting, but Hamilton, look at the overspeed he has. But guys, we have brakes, and into the braking for turn 1 we have overtaken Hamilton back. Obviously it's not that difficult for him, but it is difficult for us to defend. Look at that guys, the front left is 58%, and it is at the end of the lap in 61%, and the front right is 22%. That's the tire wear disparity I have, and that is the reason guys, I decided on lap 12 that we will pit. Obviously at the end of lap 11 starting lap 12 we are into the pits. Obviously as soon as lap 6 I decided this is the time to pit, and we are now in. So let's see an optimal turn in, and what we can do here. Orange tire wear for us in just 12 laps, and that is the best. That is the best thing for us guys. after defending against such a high caliber drivers, we just got such a bad luck with such a long pit stop, and because of that even Lance Stroll has overtaken us and we have come out in between Aston Martins. That is just bad, but here let's see what we can do. And can we catch up to Lance Stroll? Obviously he's also on soft tires and he has fired them very well. And the problem for us is that, guys, we are on a used set of soft tires. I think I have used the wrong tires in the qualifying. That's why we only got used set of soft tires. Because of that, I thought about letting Weber by, but you know what, guys, I'm not going to let that happen, because obviously Weber is a good driver. If I can keep him behind us, it will be really good. But guys, obviously as soon as I saw Lance Stroll has already gapped us by 2 seconds, I let Mark Webber by very easily. Obviously such a big lockup for him just happened, but can we get the DRS on the start finish straight for us? That will be the key. Obviously guys, this is the most important. If we can keep in the DRS of Mark Webber, that will be very helpful. And look at that guy, Charles Leclerc, who well qualified in P11 is also in P15 behind us. But obviously guys, this is not the right position here, because many of the people have not pit. So at the end of lap 15 we have not been able to catch up to Lance Stroll, but we have caught up to Oliver Bearman, and there is Mark Webber trying to overtake Oliver Bearman, and he has done it. And then we go around the inside and we now going side by side with Oliver Bearman, but we at the end will be able to overtake Oliver Bearman there. Obviously guys, in turn 1, what a big luck for Mark Webber, but here we are taking it easy. Obviously we still have many laps to go and a pit stop to do, so this is not all over yet. We have to score some points. Obviously guys, the top runners like Ferrari, Mercedes, these guys will be doing a one-stop strategy, and we have to cover ourselves by that two-stop strategy. So can we do it? Let's just see. So lap 17 at the end, and we have to stay in front of Pierre Gasly and Pepe Marti. Obviously we can do that, but here is Pierre Gasly, such an overspeed on us and into the braking. Look at that, how late I tried to brake. Obviously I tried to catch up to Pierre Gasly, but alas, it doesn't work like that. So we are going to be pitting on next lap or at the end of next lap, so we have to just do 2 more laps, and that should be good for us. Obviously the ERS is running low, but it's because guys, I'm trying to fight and defend at the same time, and I have not gone on none. ERS means I am not trying to defend any position, I am actively trying to gain them. So that's why on lap 20 starting, we have decided to do the next 14 laps on a set of hard tires. So can we do it? We will see. So optimal turn in this time. Let's see if we can get a good pit stop, 2.5 pit stop. It's a really good time. So let's see, can we come out in front of Oliver Bearman or in front of Kelly Mayer? Well, Kelly Mayer DNF, what am I saying, but it doesn't matter guys, we have come out in front of Oliver Bearman. And see, we have come out in front of Oliver Bearman, but it doesn't matter now guys, we have to keep the fight on. And can we keep ourselves in front of Oliver Bearman? That is the goal for us. So lap 22 at the end, we have 10 laps to do after this one, so we have to see what we can do. And here are the second stop drivers now pitting. Let's see where they go and where we will go. So after almost every driver has pit and we have stayed only in P15, that might not be a good thing for us. But we have Pierre Gasly who has come out in front, but obviously guys, the hard tires takes ages, at least 2 laps to get the grip in, get the tire temps in. So that's why we have a great chance, an amazing chance to get up behind Pierre Gasly. And can we attack him with the help of DRS and into the inside of turn 10? We have overtaken Pierre Gasly for P14. Obviously not the best position to be fighting for, but guys, that doesn't matter now. We are still trying to do something. Obviously guys, Jack Crawford is 3.7 seconds in front of us. Obviously guys, the amount of grip I got from these hard tires was insane honestly, and the amount of confidence I got on these tires was so much amazing because I felt so comfortable that on lap 28 we have already caught up to Jack Crawford there. Obviously we through the inside turn one with the help of DRS. We got a little bit too close to each other, but at the end guys we were able to overtake our teammate. That all is that matters. So here with 5 laps to go we can't really catch up to anyone. So and here on the last lap Max Verstappen and George Russell going a little bit too close to each other, and there is George Russell without any DRS, and Max Verstappen with the help of DRS now overtakes George Russell. But here we are at the end of lap 31 because we are really close or to getting lapped. That's why I am showing you, because look at that green flag running, and the reason they are showing me is because we are now going to get blue flags in a little bit of time. So that's why I am also pushing a lot. But look at that guys, those 4 seconds cost us way too many positions, so we can't really do anything about it. And here look at that guys, the blue flags are already in, and I have to let Ayrton Senna by now, and we are trying to find a good place to let him by because I do not want to lose any position or any points of time from people behind me. So that's why I decided turn 6 in front is the good point. There I can get the DRS of Ayrton Senna, and we have done that. Look at that guys, we have gotten the DRS on lap 32. But here is Ayrton Senna, because guys obviously he was able to win the race with Max Verstappen and George Russell closing each other. But obviously guys, the reason I am showing you must be thinking we have 1 lap still remaining, but no guys, we were lapped, and that's why I finished my race in P13, and that is not the best thing for us, but we did that still. So guys, ending our race in P13, and driver of the day goes to Max Verstappen, who got himself P3. Amazing, another amazing race from him.
Every single lap of the race, it was a light to flag victory, and that is total dominance.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
And what an amazing race for Ayrton Senna. And obviously guys, the Red Bull has way too much pace, and then Ayrton Senna, he also has just a little bit too much pace, and obviously Max Verstappen with his set of skills cannot do anything for the Mercedes, which is a good thing for us because we will try to catch up. But obviously look at this race, we weren't able to do anything because Max Verstappen is only 15 points behind George Russell, and Ayrton Senna is in P3. And this is the reason guys, because Ayrton Senna had a DNF and obviously Max Verstappen and George Russell did not. So we are P5 in front of Williams, who is in P6. So can we actually fight for P5 this season? That will be really amazing. And guys, look at that, how much money we have spent on this race, obviously because of the crashes we have done. But guys, that doesn't matter now, because we will try to do something better in the next race, which is Canada. So guys, if you are enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one.